What's up, guys? I know I haven't done a video in a long time, and I just shook the camera, so that's good. But I figured it's been a couple months, and a lot has gone on, in at least, I don't know, the 4 or 6 months that I haven't done a video. So it's not gonna be a wrestling video like I've done before. Just because it's not. Figured tell you guys why I haven't made a video for like the 12 people I think I still have, which I cool. Thank you for staying on. I think you're like half a family, so cool. But a lot has gone on in the past couple months. So let's start off with the big one, I guess, or you know, um, I think I mentioned in a couple of videos I had in the past that I had a restaurant or that we were getting ready to open a restaurant, and we did open that restaurant, and I loved the restaurant. I loved it. It was my dream. I always wanted to have a restaurant. I talked about it for years, and I had a restaurant. No, wait, is this on? Oh, this is on. Okay, I thought the mic was off. Sorry, might shake the camera here. Okay. So I had my restaurant, what I always wanted to have. Unfortunately, the restaurant, the location we had was a location that was, it's a long story, but basically the location was going to be built up around us. And my family, when we opened the restaurant, not that they got suckered into it or anything, but, they were given this spiel, basically, how they were going to improve the area and it was going to grow and we were going to be there for it. And we were going to be one of the prime locations and they were going to really build around us and do everything like that. That didn't happen. And anyone will tell you in a restaurant, location, and the location just wasn't good. And we made it 10 months, I think we made it. And it got to a point where my family is my life. And, I do not want to see them get hurt. And they did this in part for me. Actually, a big part was for me. It was for me and my sister, although she's got her own thing going on and everything. And while I appreciate it and I love that they did it for me, I don't want to see them get hurt. And it got to a point where I felt like, it was putting stress on the family, it was putting stress on them. Money, it's the restaurant is just, you are putting money in a restaurant all the time. It's not something where you can like put a salad on a shelf for 8 months and then discount it and try to serve it. That's highly illegal and you can kill somebody, and that's not what we're trying to do. So we had to make a decision to close the restaurant, and that was very tough on me and my family. And it hasn't deterred me from wanting to have my own place again, wanting to have a restaurant, but a bar or something small, but I still want to have that in my life at some point. So that's why also I stopped making videos really, is because it got to a point where I really just didn't feel like making them. So closing the restaurant, having to do that. We then decided that, well, actually, no. During the closing of the restaurant, I had to obviously find a job. And I got lucky in that one of my college friends, she sees this video. I'm not going to say her name or nothing like that, but if she sees this video, she, I reached out to her, and she is a head chef at a place. And basically she, I told her my situation, and I was looking for a job. She was looking for a cook, and she hired me. And I really appreciate it. And if you see this video, thank you again. And I hope I did good. But it started out good. It started out great. And, it just got to a point where things started to happen at the place that were out of her control. And, it wasn't her fault. Things started to happen. Attitudes got into, I've always considered myself a people person, but I'm one of those people that, I'm not going to be blamed for something, or I'm not going to be taken advantage of. But the problem is that my good nature allows that to happen. So stuff started to happen where I was getting blamed for stuff that, quite frankly, I just didn't think was my fault. And I didn't, like how I was feeling there. Some people left and this and that. And then by the end of it, basically what happened was I wasn't happy anymore. And that's one big thing with me. So I decided that it wasn't going to be the spot for me. And that also, this last year or so, I've been really have kind of look inward and figure out what makes me happy, because I haven't been happy. And when you're not happy, it's tough just doing stuff. And I needed to change. something in my life, and it needed to be big. I mean, I'm 35 years old. I can go down the list of things I want to have. I still would love to have that family. Still would love to have the girlfriend, the wife. That's somebody. Like to have the kids. I would like to have all that, but like I said, I'm honest. I tell it like it is, and right now in my life, I still live at home, guys. At home, I literally still live with my parents, and it's like, it's kind of hard to say, hey, you want to come back to my house? The parents are there, and no matter how much you say, oh, they live with me, yeah, it's that works in the movies and TV. But it just, for me, it was, I had to make a change, and I came to the realization that staying, I don't have the money to move. I don't. And the restaurant business is one of those things where I have had the worst luck when it comes whenever I look for a job that's like salary of, let's say, I don't know, 50,000 a year. They always want someone who has like 5 years of management experience already in the bag. And I just never seem to fit that. Like, all the descriptions are fit, and it always seems like, no, we're going to start you out at above minimum wage, but not enough to really, save money. And New York is just expensive to live in. It just is. And all my friends have either moved on or done something, and, there's not, it just got to a point where I didn't know what to do. So, my one friend, again, I won't say names, but he has been doing truck driving now, over OTR, over the road, for months, just under a year, I think. And he has been trying to get me to do it. And I think trucks are cool. And it wasn't that I ever didn't think truck driving could be like a living or a career, but I just, it was something at the time I just wasn't my first choice. I really wanted to try to get into the restaurant business and again, open my own place. And I kind of got to a point now where I went down my list. My list is, I like to travel. I like driving, I like sightseeing. Truck driving fits that. It checks those boxes off. The downside, yes, I know. You are a minimum of the team driving, as I call it, your minimum, I think, of 14 days out, which means you're on the road for 14 days, 2 weeks. If you do that, that's the bare minimum. You're not really going to make money. I've done I've done my research, and everyone says you want to be out for at least 3 weeks to 4 weeks to make money. Now, the only thing I have in Albany right now is my mom, my dad, and my sister, and they are 100% behind me. So, again, not having the wife, not having the girlfriend, not having the kids, while it sucks, and I wish I did have that, it's something I hope to have. But not having that makes being able to do OTR, over the road driving, truck driving, a lot easier because you don't have those commitments that you have to worry about. And that's one of the big things when I did my research is, people, you'd hear them say, like, if you have a family or kids or whatever, it's tough because you're on the road. So relationships can be tough. My goal is I want to make, I don't want to make it sound like it's all about money, but I want to make enough money that I can be able to, live on my own. Again, a great thing about truck driving too is that you're not home. When you're home, you're home for 3-4 days, really. So it's not like I need to find a really amazing place, And if I did have a roommate, I'm sure, and I'm talking to some friends right now, hey, the great thing is I'm the greatest roommate you want, because basically you're going to have an apartment to yourself, and then you share it with someone for 3 to 4 days out of a month. Maybe, less if you want to go on the road, or if I want to be on the road longer. So that's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing. I'm actually, right now, I don't have a job. My last day at the last job was a couple days ago. So, but I am starting my class soon for my CDL license. That's commercial driver license. CDLA Class A I'm going for. That starts mid-August. So I don't know if there'll be another video up before then. But maybe I'll make updates. I may do another wrestling video. I still like wrestling. I know it's fake and I know it's all that stuff, and you guys can watch this and say whatever, but I like it. I'm sorry. I'm the next Hulk Hogan. Can't you tell? I got 3 belts right behind the camera. But yeah, I figured I'd give this update, and if anyone who didn't know or is surprised by this, know that I'm happy. I'm excited. I really am excited. I feel like it's, starting a new career. I still like the restaurant business. I still like the hospitality business, and I still want to have my own place one day. But this is something that I think, it's great because you're on the road. You don't have that boss, over your shoulder. You're kind of your own boss. You just drive. Yes, you might have to get out and help some stuff here and there, and there's some physical stuff, but most of the time you're what they call, I think it's drop and drive away or pick. You're just getting A to B, get your stuff from A to B and whatnot, get to travel. Granted, I'm not gonna be able to get out of the truck and be like, hey, I'm standing from that big ass donut thing. Why it's food, I don't know, but that's where I go. So, I'm excited, but let's see, I'm at 11 minutes. So I think if you guys have been here and stayed for the whole video, I thank you for that. And again, if you're family or friends and you're watching this, I'm good. I'm okay. This is something I got to do. So I appreciate it. And yeah, so that's about it, guys. I'm going to be starting a new career. Hopefully, I'll bring some new stuff, and hopefully I can get to where I'm feeling where I want to feel. And appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I gotta go out Capone's way, and that's this way. Talk to you later. Peace.